Welcome to the second session, the post-lunch session of this AMG PETERHOUSE Sevens, where we have the hosts PETERHOUSE, the winners of Pool A, is St. John's College, who were placed fourth in Pool B. These are the quarterfinals of the tournament.
Look for the ball. Look for the ball. Well done, boy.
And PETERHOUSE getting back to business, as it were, picking up from where they left things off in the morning. Play action and a loop to the far side of the field. This is Serfontaine that looks forward. So that is a try to PETERHOUSE on the far side, albeit modicum of forward pass in that. Reminds one of Martin Odegaard's through passes for Arsenal. Straight through the defense. So that try is scored by PETERHOUSE number 8 and unable to convert on this occasion. So the score remains 5 points to 0. PETERHOUSE in their group played against Hellenic, winning 14-0. They played against YSR, winning 21-12. And they beat St. George's 33-0. So they are a side that is well versed with the try line. Good, solid, clean there from St. John's. Trying to find their way back into the match. Unfortunately, that pass not finding a man. And a penalty is given to St. John's. The attempt at the intercept not going to hand, and for lack of a better word, slapped down. St. John's looking to maintain the momentum. Surely that is not 10. That should be another penalty award, and indeed it is. But no yellow card.
Was that not a yellow, Russ?
Help him!
Not to say.
Move it!
That's cynical.
Go! Nice.
St. John's look to work the ball up with Konkal.
With!
Very good period of play from St. John's, maintaining possession. Looking to be patient, looking to create the one-man overlap. Trying to get the PETERHOUSE defenders to punch up. Ball comes out. Ntakwa
Help him!
with the tackle.
Big 10!
The tackler holding on to the ball on that occasion gives PETERHOUSE an easy exit. They'll be disappointed with losing the ball so easily off a simple technical issue like that.
Good job!
Go strong, carry up the middle.
Open!
One thing I can give the St. John's players, especially in this match, is their willingness to contest the really tight areas and put PETERHOUSE under pressure. So with just under 6 minutes left in the match, it is PETERHOUSE, the hosts, leading St. John's 5 points to 0. Much better performance from St. John's than they've put up in the morning. As the feed comes in from Konkal, ball goes out. And Kai does well to buy his support time to arrive. St. John's with the 3v2 overlap on this side of the field.
Okay, come on now, we've got numbers. Go, go.
Bongani Dube adjust to have defended cynically. So PETERHOUSE are down by a man in a particularly tight match.
Nice.
Against St. John's, running against the seam,
Long place. Nice.
but unfortunately sees support does not arrive on time.
You missed it.
He missed it. Okay.
As PETERHOUSE look to
Patience and key.
stabilize situations, the ball is in play.
No, that's it.
Patience.
Eventually picked up by Matiza. He'll work in the middle, gives it to Domropoulos. Domropoulos with a very strong fend, getting Barrett off. Bunu with another strong carry, gives the ball to Nyadundu, the scorer of the only try so far.
Nice. Through. Go. Yeah.
Really scrappy game, really tightly contested. Neither side really giving the ball a lot of carries into contact. Maybe all it needs is just one person to play for the space. And indeed we see PETERHOUSE bunching up in the middle. Remember, they've got one player off, but Dube is back on the field, so PETERHOUSE are back to the full complement of 7. St. John's not making use of the advantage that they had numerically. Day with a quick step out and back in. Passes the ball to Matiza. Matiza buying his support time to arrive. Good strong fight from the young man in the collision. As the ball comes out to Bunu in space. Very well played there by the PETERHOUSE playmaker.
Go.
So that was Mawoyo maintaining his cool, doing what all the other guys haven't done up to this point, playing for the space, taking note of the fact that St. John's had bunched up their defense on that one side of the field, and PETERHOUSE doing very well to maintain their width. As play restarts, little juggling act there from Mutungi. But judged to have knocked it on. So we'll come back to a feed into the scrum by St. John's. As the ball comes in from Maka, he'll run around the fringe. But well tracked there by Zimbango. As PETERHOUSE look once again to exploit the width out wide. Just about gathered in by Ntakwa. And he'll run through to score. Very well done there from PETERHOUSE, maintaining their discipline and keeping width. Taking advantage of the St. John's defense bunching up once again. So the score progresses to 17 points to 0. The kick to come. Ntakwa scoring the third try for PETERHOUSE. And this time it is converted by Ntungi Ishianopa. And that is the end of the match. PETERHOUSE winning it 19 points to 0. Good solid performance by PETERHOUSE.
Enjoy the freedom and convenience that comes with CBZ Bank Visa. With Visa's convenient online payment system, you can make transactions from anywhere in the world with ease. You can pay for your education with a simple click. With your CBZ Bank Visa card, you'll never miss a beat when it comes to making smart online payments. Shop online from anywhere using your CBZ Bank Visa card. CBZ Bank, partners for success. A bank that's in sync with your lifestyle. We understand your unique requirements and the high level of service that you deserve. Our dedicated relationship officers are ready to grow your wealth and give you sound investment advice designed to support your business, asset acquisition goals, and the life you want to lead. Reach for the stars. Apply for the CBZ Prime account. CBZ Bank, partners for success.
Gandhi, of course, in their bottle green and gold trim against St. George's with their red and white. So St. George's lost all three of their pool games. 26-0 against Whitehall, 19-5 against Hellenic, and 33-0 against Peterhouse. They'd be extremely keen on getting hands on ball. They spent a lot of the morning without possession. They did not do at all well with the kick receipt. On the flip side, Nomagandi have looked really good with the ball. They drew their first match 12-0 with CBC. They beat St. John's 19-0 and overcame a game Prince Edward 22-12. So they're not as free scoring as perhaps they would like to be, but on this occasion, it's all about being 1 point better than the other team. That's all it takes. There are no points in knockout rugby. So St. George's, as we wait for the kick, for the starting buzzer, have split their chase team. Usi Mutema seems to be looking towards the right-hand side of the field where he's got Chakawea, Chisandure, and can't really make out the St. George's player on the far side. And then on the near side, the St. George's have got Machumira on number 6, Kwature number 9, and Satande number 11 with the white scrum cap. And we're good to go. And indeed, Mutema kicks to the near side of the field, and he does take Lomagani by surprise. So that is a small win for St. George's, one that they'll definitely take. They would have wanted something positive from the kick restart, and indeed they've done it. They managed to find some green grass. So well done to the young man there. That was very good thinking and excellent feint. You see the throw coming in from Ruzizo. Mavera looking to exploit the seam between the fly off and the center. Indeed, he finds it. But well brought down there by Satande. Nomakani working to the near side. Looking to free Ruzizo. Ruzizo with a step out and in. As Gandhi look to keep the press up with Katande. And the ball goes out to the far side. Gandhi look to work through the seam and they find the space, and that'll be a try from Craig Katande. Very good patient play there from Loma Gandhi. If you remember, the play began just outside their 22 with the line out. They worked to the far side, brought it back in and went back to the far side. Really working the St. George's drift and taking advantage of their lack of a sweep. Lomagandi are always looking for that one-on-one mismatch. And indeed, they found one as wait for the ball to come back onto the field. See Mavera, who many consider unlucky to have missed out on selection for the Craven Week. He'll kick. The ball goes over Chisandure. Chisandure would look to do better than that. I mean, as a senior player on this team, he's the man who should be anti-letting the ball bounce in the 22. Very good carry there from Chisandure, but unfortunately, Chakaoya in his anxiety to get through. Good continuity there from St. George's, but unfortunately, pass going forward there from Satande. Or at least the pass to Satande going forward. Promising play there from the young St. George's side. But they'll be bitterly disappointed that they're not able to make use of that opportunity that they had. They spent a lot of the morning without possession, and this was a very promising patch of play, albeit somewhat fortuitous. Chisanduri allowing the ball to bounce in his 22. As the ball comes out, play action spreading across to the far side of the field. Lomagandi continuing to work to the left. And that is a massive pressure coming in from St. George's, leaving a lot of space behind them and out in the middle. And again, space duly found by Katande. Of course, in sevens, because you've only got so many players on the field, if you elect to drop a sweeper and leave them in the backfield, you've got 6 players against 7. And on this case, on this occasion, the St. George's players were guilty of leaving space between the 3rd defender and the 4th defender. Acres of space between them, which Katande was only too happy to take advantage of. So the score moves on to 14 points to 0. Lomagandi taking advantage of a very young St. George's team. Looking very composed, very together in terms of their game plan. Satande taking the ball. Is he able to carry it up? He doesn't see Machumera with them in support. As Chakaoya links. Ball goes to Chisandure. Chisandure gets rid of the scorer, Katande. Chakaoya in support. Machumera and a number a bit hesitant in terms of what to do with the ball, and an excellent offload out there with Mutema. Almost putting his man in space. Beautiful carry there from Machumera, and he'll be through to score. And that is a try to St. George's. 14 points to 5 with the kick to come. And unfortunately, Mutema was not able to put that one away. They'll be disappointed about that. Every opportunity to score is crucial. But I'll give you this one thing about St. George's since they've come back from lunch. They've managed to get hands to ball. They've managed to keep the ball from Lomagandi. And it's important that right now Mutema finds green grass and not finds the receiver, but indeed this time it does get the receiver, who takes the ball under extreme pressure from Mufunde. It's Gandhi play out. There's a 3v1 over here. Ball knocked in the collision, but not caught by the referee. One would have thought that Rusitso knocked that ball on. So on this occasion, the ball going forward, David Manyeruke dropping the ball in the attempt to offload. Nomakandi are looking really dangerous when they look to work around the fringes. They look to avoid slowing the game down. They look to keep the intensity up and to take advantage of one-on-one situations. See a number of subs as Katandi the scorer, Ryan Wodza and David Manyeruke have come off. Feed into the scrum. Mutema. Tumpisi. Mpisi carries it through. Beats two players, but unfortunately not able to hold on to that ball, but ball judged not to have gone forward. Mutema carrying the ball in one hand. Pumping his feet to drive right through the collision. Ball comes back to PC. PC, the one-hand offload. Zachisandure to score. Yes, it is. And just like that, St. George's have got 2. 10 points to 14. Where has this St. George's been all morning? This time Mutema manages to put the kick away. He'll be ruining that earlier missed kick. Could have been 14-all, but in this case it's 14-12. St. George's only 2 points behind. They'll be keen to get this ball back once again. Excellent offloads in the collision there from St. George's. Mutema once again goes to the right-hand side. Good hanging kick. Very well caught there by the Gandhi player in his own 22. Gandhi looked to offload. That's Rosito. Manages to hold on to that ball. Does Miguel Mavera. And the very dangerous Denzel Ngara manages to convert that half opportunity, really scoring a try from not much. St. George's will be disappointed in the inability to contain that situation. They would have been looking to gather that loose ball and make sure that Gandhi have got nothing to work with. But Ngara, a man who's got a real love for running in space, getting a hold of that ball and running through to score. 55-meter try, in fact almost 60. And he converts to take the score to 21 points to 12. St. George's, from being 2 points behind, suddenly find themselves back to 9, and Gandhi do extremely well to get that ball to kick behind the defense. Chisandure, you'll go over the man, getting rid of Kelvin Banga. But this time, Tanaka Ruzidzo doing extremely well to hold on to him and not allowing him to move. And that brings things to a close. Very tight contact.
Enjoy the freedom and convenience that comes with CBZ Bank Visa. With Visa's convenient online payment system, you can make transactions from anywhere in the world with ease. You can pay for your education with a simple click. With your CBZ Bank Visa card, you'll never miss a beat when it comes to making smart online payments. Shop online from anywhere using your CBZ Bank Visa card. CBZ Bank, partners for success. A bank that's in sync with your lifestyle. We understand your unique requirements and the high level of service that you deserve. Our dedicated relationship officers are ready to grow your wealth and give you sound investment advice designed to support your business, asset acquisition goals, and the life you want to lead. Reach for the stars. Apply for the CBZ Prime account. CBZ Bank, partners for success.
YSL, of course, under the guidance of Coach Lovemore, Kuzorerwa, and CBC under ex-Cheetahs player Nelson Madida. Both sides have looked very capable, and this looks like it could be a match between two equally capable teams, especially judging on the way they played all through the morning. Both teams look to create one-on-one situations, albeit with different outlooks. YSL want to give the ball two players out wide in space with pace. CBC tried to work through the middle, where they got very big and capable line breakers, and the number 5 and the number 22, sorry. The number 5 being Nyasha Makarimai, and the 22 being, I've lost his name, Abraham Jaja. They've also got a speed merchant in number 11, Tinotenda Mutengeni, and number 15 as well, Wezi Piri, who's looked very, very, very capable, especially once given the ball in space. YSL themselves have looked extremely dangerous with Donnell Hamilton, the playmaker, alongside Elroy Mpofu. They are players who have a very good understanding of the need to dictate the direction of the play. They've got Panashe Machanga out wide, and Tinowonga Monganyi, who have been very capable finishers for them. Then on the bench, they've got Jack Kondo and Melvin Mafuka, who've also been extremely dangerous, especially in the transition. And we see that YSL are a team that's very capable of making the most of mistakes. So CBC will be keen to keep hand on ball for as long as they possibly can. As we kick off with Elroy Mpofu putting the ball, and it's duly recovered by Akufiwi. Akufiwi with a strong carry, stabilizing that situation as CBC look to carry it up the middle with Lee Element. Akufiwi once again keen to get on the ball as he. Pukuta in support. And already the big man in the middle taking the ball up. But he's isolated. Nyasha Makarimai spoke about him earlier. Pukuta held up. That will surely be a penalty, free scrum to Wiseall because the ball hasn't come out, and indeed it hasn't. CBC will be desperately disappointed that they allowed that promising patch of play to break down the way it did. Too many players spread out wide and perhaps not enough support around the ball, especially given that CBC look to work a lot through the middle where they've got the really dangerous playmakers and the ball carriers. As the ball comes in from Hamilton and the play action develops over to the short side. Very good defense there from CBC, scrambling to stop that patch of play and keeping the pressure on Wiseall, and what Wiseall thought would have been the first try has degenerated into nothing but a defensive scrum for CBC. Good commitment being shown by the young men from both sides so far. Each side has had a promising play breakdown, just short of victory, or just short of the goal, as it were. So Muganyi with that really strong carry up the middle. Let's wait for the feed to come in from Pukuta. Pukuta to Akufiwi. Akufiwi with the kick out into space. CBC with the real pace man out there, the number 11, but unfortunately not able to keep his feet. And it gives Machanga a chance to carry the ball up, and the ball is recovered by Prince Mafumo, who go and put it in. That is the first try to Wiseall. Wiseall taking advantage of broken defense from Christian Brothers College. CBC had committed players to that chase, and they allowed a jagged line to develop. Perhaps CBC carrying a lot of weight in that area of the field, and not enough players were committed to covering the player who had gone up to chase that kick, and they were punished for it. So the conversion attempt not successful. The score remains 5-0 in favor of the boys from Arondera. Short jab kick there. Wiseall just about able to get the ball back with Faromo Makunura. Wiseall looking to work to this side and to work to the far side. Ball just about kept in play there. See good solid continuity from Wiseall. Player will dance through one, dance past another. And that is the second try for Wiseall. In about a minute, Wiseall have been able to score twice and create some separation on the scoreboard. Yet again, the kick is not successful. So the score remains 10-0. There is a way back into it for CBC. Remember, this is the knockout stage. So CBC score twice and convert once. They've done enough to win it. Good kick, that is. Gathered by Wezipiri. Wezipiri will work towards the middle. Fortunately, that pass not going to hand. Looking for Makarimai. Hakufiwi picks up the scraps, but there's no one in support. Pukuta going off his feet and making that a little bit dangerous. Unfortunately, CBC playing to the well-defended side. They should have gone to the far side where Wise Al didn't have enough defenders. CBC playmaker will be disappointed watching that in retrospect. There were only 2 players marking 40-odd meters of space. So that would have been plenty of space for a pace merchant like Tinotenda Mutengeni to take advantage of. As CBC with a promising penalty just outside the 5. The one-on-one has been created for Makarimai. And he scores his over. And that is CBC's first try. 10 points to 5. And this will be a very important kick for Hakufiwi. And that kick is unsuccessful, and we heard that groan of despair as he saw that he snatched it. And a critical mistake that is from CBC. A number of players just have been ahead of the kick on the near side of the field. So just like that, where CBC were looking to take advantage of a fairly slack Wise Owl, where they would have had a promising patch of possession. Now Wise Owl have been able to kick it over into space that CBC had left, and they've scored. Donnell Hamilton taking advantage of critical errors that CBC have made, kicking into space behind the defense line and running through to score. With 2 minutes to go in the match, the score is now 17 points to 5. It's a 12-point game. If CBC are able to get this score directly from the kick restart, they have a chance. They have a chance of taking something from this, especially if they convert both. Deep kick this is from Wiseout. Very clever. Finding the big man on his own, Prince Kumalo with the offload for Hakufiwi continuing to play to the far side. CBC looking to get something from this. Hakufiwi picking up the ball at link. Finds Wezipiri working to the near side. Finds a big man. Makarimai. The loop pass over to Jaja, who hasn't carried the ball as yet. Ooh, and almost intercepted that, and Wezipiri runs through to score for CBC. Despite the desperate attempt to stop him, he's able to score. They'll need to convert this really, really quickly. There's just under a minute to go. And indeed they do. It is now 12 points to 17. CBC need a converted try to win. If it ends in a draw, the team that scored first wins the tie. In this case, it was Wise Owl who scored first. The kicker, Hakufiwi, finding green space in the middle, although effectively splitting his defense in half. And that is a critical penalty, won that by CBC. They'll need to tap and go quickly, because this is the last play now. Even remember, CBC need a converted try to win this. Wiseout just need to prevent it, and that's another penalty given away. Hakufiwi will tap and go through the middle. The offload doesn't go to hand. And that is knocked on, and that is the end of it. Yet another.
Enjoy the freedom and convenience that comes with CBZ Bank Visa. With Visa's convenient online payment system, you can make transactions from anywhere in the world with ease. You can pay for your education with a simple click. With your CBZ Bank Visa card, you'll never miss a beat when it comes to making smart online payments. Shop online from anywhere using your CBZ Bank Visa card. CBZ Bank, partners for success. A bank that's in sync with your lifestyle. We understand your unique requirements and the high level of service that you deserve. Our dedicated relationship officers are ready to grow your wealth and give you sound investment advice designed to support your business, asset acquisition goals, and the life you want to lead. Reach for the stars. Apply for the CBZ Prime account. CBZ Bank. Partners for success.
Doesn't go back 10. Seven penalties. It's his fault, I know.
That last kick in Alia, where guys were in front of the kicker.
Yeah.
And then these guys going through to score on the transit. That's what kills you. All right, I'll make a plan. I'll make a plan. But I'll mention it here. I'm joking. If you care, if you got it on WhatsApp. Oh, Genji numbers. Don't have numbers. Genji don't have numbers on the thing. Wait, did you put them by position? As in 1, 2, and 3 would be your forwards. Wada. Not necessarily.
Text me. Because I actually even looked for your number. I was like, why don't I have your number?
Which is a shocker.
Unless I saved the thing.
Oh, clearly fool. What's the number, please?
0772
72
209.
209.
Yeah. 326.
326. So this is the fourth quarterfinal, pitting Prince Edward versus Hellenic. Good strong carry from the Hellenic player, Burav Zuba. And Gambiza judged to have gone off his feet and making the ball uncontestable. And Prince Edward get a relieving penalty exit. Good solid carry from the Prince Edward Tigers. Wesley Kunyere working it up the middle. Ball comes out from Jerome Kunze. Another solid carry that from Clemens Chayerera. Kunze again with the continuity, keeping the pace up. Is the ball able to get into hand for Kudakwasha Oliveira? Indeed it does. And that is the first try to Prince Edward. A critical first try. Don't forget, if the tie ends in a draw at the end of 10 minutes, the team that scored first wins.
If they delay to score a try, let them delay. We want to play slow.
So that is Oliveira. Oliveira with the conversion.
Stand up.
It's now
Stop chasing.
Prince Edward 7, Hellenic Academy 0.
Right foot up. Munya, it's coming your way. Munya.
Hellenic earlier kicking that one off and receiving a deep, just short of their 22. Very good hands, very good composure there to rescue that situation. And that's an advantage to Prince Edward. Can they convert this? Good step out and back in. That is a try to Prince Edward. Scored by Eze Fenyichuku. Fenyichuku with the second try for Prince Edward. And it is now 14 points to 0. Converted by Kunze. He missed. My math's failing me there. Turns out 7 plus 5 is not 14. It is 12. 12 points to 0. My maths teacher needs to write a report. Excellent exit there from Hellenic. Good solid recovery there from the Prince Edward Tiger, working through the middle. Can you find Kunze? Doesn't offload. Ball recovered there by Prince Edward. Good continuity there. And a step through the middle. That is Craig Vochopa to score. Passed it on to his mate. That is the third try for Prince Edward. Taking the score now to 17 points to 0. So you see, my maths isn't completely out. I did pay fees more often than not. Conversion off target, so the score remains 12. So Hellenic do have a chance to get back in the match. If they score twice, 2 converted tries, they will take it. And it is very doable. It's just under 5 minutes to go. Plenty of time, as we have seen from previous matches. It's actually 3 tries. And unless the ball comes out, that will be a scrum. Just in the Hellenic 22. And that is very well done. Very good chase. Very good pressure in defense from the PE chaser. Making sure that his opponent doesn't get through, isn't able to offload, isn't able to create a ruck in an offside line. And that's an attacking scrum now to Prince Edward. Gentle feed there from Kunze. Kunze will work in the middle. Will they attack the seam? Ball come out. Step out, step in. And that is another try to Prince Edward. That is now 22 points to 0. And Prince Edward have got separation on the scoreboard. Just under 4 minutes to go. Surely. There's no way Prince Edward can lose this one. Kinembiri. Works a ball out to the far side and intercepted there by Vochopa. Prince Edward on the transition once again. Can they get another try? There's a 3v1 over there. And that will be a try in the corner, surely. Hell, very good scramble defense from the Hellenic boys. But excellent fight to stay alive in the tackle. Good drive. Takes him over the line. And that is another try to Prince Edward, taking the score to 27-0. With just under 3 minutes to go. Kick unsuccessful. But they won't mind. They've got separation on the board. Surely there's no way back for the Spartans now. See a change coming on. Murimirwa. Oof. Just about gathered in there by the Hellenic boy. One-on-one situation with the sweeper. He'll step out, step in. Beats two men. Can he finish it? And Hellenic on the board, ladies and gentlemen. Very good try that. By Puera Zuba. Showed a lot of composure to take in that kick receipt. Very awkward ball to take in that. And it is converted. 27 points to 7. With about a minute and a half. Hellenic would look to take advantage of this positive momentum that they've created. There's a lot of space in the front field. Just about taken in there by the PE boy. Lots of pressure coming through. But missed an opportunity to counteract. That should have been Hellenic recovery. Good step in there from Mkuranyorwa. Prince Edward continuing to play up the middle. With Ricardo Chino Perekwenyi. Just to have gone forward, that is the pass to Jaden Muchenje. So a period of promising play there by Prince Edward gives Hellenic an opportunity to have one more run up the field. So we won't have the feed into that scrum with time running out. And that is Prince Edward progressing to the next stage, having beaten
Enjoy the freedom and convenience that comes with CBZ Bank Visa. With Visa's convenient online payment system, you can make transactions from anywhere in the world with ease. You can pay for your education with a simple click. With your CBZ Bank Visa card, you'll never miss a beat when it comes to making smart online payments. Shop online from anywhere using your CBZ Bank Visa card. CBZ Bank, partners for success. A bank that's in sync with your lifestyle. We understand your unique requirements and the high level of service that you deserve. Our dedicated relationship officers are ready to grow your wealth and give you sound investment advice designed to support your business, asset acquisition goals, and the life you want to lead. Reach for the stars. Apply for the CBZ Prime account. CBZ Bank, partners for success.
Traditional all white, and the talents from Wise Owl in brown and white stripes. PETERHOUSE very dominant in Pool A, having beaten Hellenic 14-0. They beat YSL 21-12. And they beat St. George's 33-0. No, actually, no. Against Prince Edward. Against Prince Edward. Prince Edward is playing again. Hey. PETERHOUSE and Prince Edward. Hey. So you will excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. It is actually the host PETERHOUSE in all white against Prince Edward, who will return to the field having just won their last quarterfinal. So this could be a fairly challenging situation for the Prince Edward boys, but you know one thing about these boys, they do play 1 hour of rugby, but sevens is a completely different kettle of fish in terms of the workloads. So I imagine Prince Edward made a number of changes going through to try and manage the workload. And a number of their players should be fairly warm, having played so dominantly against Hellenic just now. So we wait for the hooter, which will begin proceedings. We see so as we wait for the kick from Prince Edward, going long, but unfortunately we saw that kick earlier in the last match against Hellenic, but working out for them. So that was straight out, and that was missed by the assistant referee on the near side. We saw that kick work out for Prince Edward in the last match, where they were looking to create some early pressure. Matiza very strongly met and very firmly met by Wesley Kunyere. Dombropoulos working the ball to the near side. Mawoyo looking to take advantage of the Prince Edward Tigers, who were guilty of following the ball on that occasion. And we have the first scrum of this tie to be fed in by Kunze. Bono guilty of trying to get an early advantage on the hit there. Most referees could have given the free kick for the early shove. Good stable platform there from Prince Edward and Kunze. Always game to run. Very well covered there by Mawoyo, who takes him out into touch. And that will be a line out to Peterhouse. Just inside the Prince Edward 10. Tomropoulos unable to take that one. Beaten in the air. Kunze under lots of pressure from Mawoyo, who will again take him out into touch. Very good defensive pressure coming in through there from the hosts. Bongani Tube. Not Mawoyo. As the throw comes through, brought down. Presedo to exit with the run. They'll play out to the near side, to the far side. Oliveira held in the tackle. Good solid impact there and excellent defense with Zimbango and Dube working together to force the turnover. Dube finds Zimbango. Zimbango gets through one man, gets through a second man. But well held in there by Prince Edward as the ball goes out, trying to find Serfontaine. Serfontaine will step out and in. And he will score, beating two men along the way. And Peterhouse are the first team to score in this first semi-final. It's always critical to score first. Remember, if the tie ends in a draw, the team that scored first progresses to the final. Domropoulos with the kick. Going to the far side, trying to target Bunu and Matiza. Knocked on in the collision there by the Peterhouse boys, and that'll be a relieving scrum for Prince Edward. So this is the second scrum of the tie. Kunze feeding from the other side, winning the free kick. Quickly taken. Prince Edward to carry it through the middle. With Wesley Gunyeri. Gunyeri tries to find Oliveira in front of the kicker. In ill discipline there from the Prince Edward finisher. He'll be desperately disappointed about that. That was a very promising situation where they managed to get a one-on-one. It would have been interesting to see who's got gas between him and Serfontaine. Third scrum, but this time to be fed by Peterhouse. So this is their first feed. And unfortunately, Domropoulos unable to gather that. Desperately disappointed. Good early pressure from the defense. See the quick step in, the offload. Kunze will be looking to play into space. Quick switch from Prince Edward. Gunyeri to Oliveira. Oliveira is able to get past Serfontaine with the fend. Excellent gas there from the young man, and he's gone. And that is Prince Edward's first try. And that brings parity to the score. It is now 5-all with the kick to come. And Prince Edward are in the lead. It is now 7 points to 5. The hosts staring down the barrel, as it were, with 3.5 minutes to go. This will be a very important kick from Prince Edward. They'll probably be looking for space, but they're not going to find it. Well recovered by Matiza. And very well met there. As excellent continuity from PETERHOUSE. So now a foot race. Well won by Nyadundu. And that is a second try to PETERHOUSE. Excellent offloading in the collision from the PETERHOUSE boys. Tying up a number of PE defenders, but not allowing the ruck to develop. And not allowing the defense to settle. And Domropoulos will convert to take the score now to 12 points to 7. Again, a very critical kick. So with just over 2 minutes left, the hosts are back in front. Milton Mukurunyora has come on for Prince Edward. Deep kick from Domropoulos, landing just on the 22. Recovered by PE. PE will play it out. 2 passes. Third pass. Ooh, man riding on the short angle. Good continuity there from both sides. Good continuity in defense. As PE work it out to the far side. Offload, chicken wing to the forward. And that is Brendan Sekiwa to run through. Brocha short. And again, excellent continuity to find Vochopa. And scores are tied. It's now 12 points all. This is a very important kick for Prince Edward because, remember, PETERHOUSE had scored first, so they would have won it if it was a tie. But it is converted, so it's 14 points to 12. With a minute to go. This is a very important kick for Prince Edward. They need to find grass and they need to find space. And they'll kick it deep. Does it going to touch into the try box? Indeed, it's in the box. So that should be a 22 dropout.
No, it's a tap from the halfway. Let's go, guys. It's 7.
It is a free kick because that ball went all the way into the try box. Matiza, the quick tap. Does he have anyone on the outside? He loses his footing. And is isolated. Prince Edward player is not releasing the tackle player there. Continuity from PETERHOUSE and Budu. Is he able to find space? Brought down by the second player. Important now who gets this ball. Dube to continue. Not releasing. In the ruck. As the ball goes out to Domropoulos. Domropoulos is able to find Nyadundu on the outside. Going off his feet, but not called. Matiza is able to score. Yes, he does. Oh my word. You couldn't script this. Ill discipline costing Prince Edward right at the end. That kick that went into the try box really cost them. And belief really by PETERHOUSE because
Enjoy the freedom and convenience that comes with CBZ Bank Visa. With Visa's convenient online payment system, you can make transactions from anywhere in the world with ease. You can pay for your education with a simple click. With your CBZ Bank Visa card, you'll never miss a beat when it comes to making smart online payments. Shop online from anywhere using your CBZ Bank Visa card. CBZ Bank, partners for success. A bank that's in sync with your lifestyle. We understand your unique requirements and the high level of service that you deserve. Our dedicated relationship officers are ready to grow your wealth and give you sound investment advice designed to support your business, asset acquisition goals, and the life you want to lead. Reach for the stars. Apply for the CBZ Prime account. CBZ Bank, partners for success.
So this is semi-final number 2, pitting Nomagandi College from Chinoi and Wise Owl Marondera. Wise Owl earlier beat St. George's 26-0. They lost to PETERHOUSE 21-12 and beat Hellenic 26-7. On the other hand, Nomagandi drew 12-0 with CBC. They beat St. John's 19-0 and they beat Prince Edward 22-12. Then in the semi-final and the quarterfinal, Wise Owl beat CBC just about 17-12, sorry. And Nomagandi overcame St. George's 12-5. So with that kickoff, Gandhi with the net gain, winning a penalty just short of their 22. The ball is taken up. By Katsande. Wise Owl guilty of not being 10, compounding the mistakes. Katsande, composure, keeping the ball moving. Katsande, very active early on. Finds his number 20 in Mosgauke. Mosgauke with the white cap. Keeping the ball alive, but knocking it on at the bottom there. Almost managing to get away from Panashe Machanga. It will be a very interesting battle between those two pacemen. The ball will be fed into the scrum by Donnell Hamilton. And a modicum of pressure there from the Lomagandi scrum. Ball will be worked into the middle. Taken up by Mukanyi. Slow recycle that by Wiseall. Mukanyi once again. Sorry, no Mukanyi. That was Ero Mpofu. Not having the wheels to finish that one off. Stanley Dumba to work the ball up. Number of players guilty of not supporting him, and there's not enough pressure there from Lomagandi, opting to hold on to their defensive integrity, and you saw what happened once they kept their line intact. They're able to contain that threat. Wiseall eventually coming through with the scrum award for the knock-on in the collision. So this will be the second scrum of this match. Panashe Mazai, Farao Makunura, and Stanley Dumba from Wiseall will be keen to create some stability in that. Interestingly, we see Denzel Ngara joining the Lomagandi scrum at hooker. Ball comes out from Hamilton. Finds Donnell. Elroy Mpofu, sorry. With a loop and a step in. Palasha Machanga brought in there. And playing on the ground was the award and a penalty, a relieving penalty for Lomagandi. Not 10 Wiseall guilty of compounding mistakes once again. They need to be careful because in a tie like this, you cannot afford to lose a player to a yellow card because that 2 minutes can be absolutely brutal in sevens. The play action developing onto the near side. Tanaka Rusito contained. Wiseall with the transition. The switch, but not well executed there. Lomagandi with the ball back. Tapela Koba gets the ball to Ngara. Ngara gets the all-important first try. Five points to nil. This semi-final, of course, if you remember from last year, was the final last year. And Lomagandi won that to take this competition. So Wiseall will be desperate to knock Gandhi off their perch. Kick not successful from Gara. Score remains 5-0. This should give Wiseall some hope because all they need to do is get through once. They get through once and score and convert. That's it. They won the tie. All you need to do at this point is be ahead by one at the time the hooter goes. See the kickoff from Avera. Ball is gathered. This is Donnell Hamilton taking the ball up through the middle. Wiseall will restart. Almost intercepted that. That should be a penalty. Wiseall with the advantage. Are they able to find Majanga out wide? So coming back to the penalty. Very tense match, this one, where any mistake can hurt. And we see right there, Stanley Dumba will get through and he'll score under the posts. And critically under the posts. They convert this there ahead with 4 minutes to go. And he duly converts. It is YSL 7 points to 5 up. They'll be keen to control the situation, to stabilize, slow everything down. See a bit of experience coming from the YSL sporting director, Steven Unduza, going there to have a little mumble with his kickers. YSL will be desperate to make sure that that kick doesn't go all the way through, because that'll be a free kick on the halfway. And we saw in the last match that really cost Prince Edward. A kick going all the way over. Can Omagandi take advantage? So this ball comes out. Kelvin Banga unable to beat his man, but crucially able to hold on to the ball and allow for the recycle. And Gandhi with a step through from Edmos Gauke coming into the middle of the field, taking advantage of a number of YSL players who had turned the shoulder completely, stepping against the grain, stepping against the momentum. Very good composure there from the young man, realizing what the defense was giving him. We'll come back to that kick over, the kick that went into the try box. Just like it hurt Prince Edward, it looks like it can hurt YSL. So Lomagandi with a very important kick with just under 2 minutes to go. Very good carry this from Dumba. Dumba beats one man. Oh, and it passes to the wrong man. But in his eagerness to gather that ball, Dr. On. Kelvin Banga is not amused by that award. So with a minute to go in this match, given how tense and tight it has been and the narrow margins that have been there, this could be the last chance YSL get to convert and get through into the final. And the feed comes through from the scrum off and a big fend and run. Stop just short with the offload and feed. And YSL are ahead. In fact, YSL are equal, sorry. It's now 12-all. 14 points to 7. 14 points to 12. YSL have done what it took. They did what it took to get through, to create a Marondera derby for the final. Excellent composure from the YSL boys who are staring down the barrel with a minute to go.
Enjoy the freedom and convenience that comes with CBZ Bank Visa. With Visa's convenient online payment system, you can make transactions from anywhere in the world with ease. You can pay for your education with a simple click. With your CBZ Bank Visa card, you'll never miss a beat when it comes to making smart online payments. Shop online from anywhere using your CBZ Bank Visa card. CBZ Bank, partners for success. A bank that's in sync with your lifestyle. We understand your unique requirements and the high level of service that you deserve. Our dedicated relationship officers are ready to grow your wealth and give you sound investment advice designed to support your business, asset acquisition goals, and the life you want to lead. Reach for the stars. Apply for the CBZ Prime account. CBZ Bank. Partners for success.